Hello, Betty Croswick here. I know that there has been so much happening in these last few days that everybody's head is rattled. But one of the things that rattled mine was the Republican primaries. And the fact that rattled me the most wasn't who was first, but who was third, and that was Nikki Haley. And Nikki Haley, I'm not a fan. She's a warmonger, has always been. One of her latest pronouncements about the war in Gaza was that, that the Palestinians should be wiped off the map. That's kind of harsh, Nikki. Wouldn't you think? That's kind of harsh. I hate that kind of talk, especially coming from a woman. You can say, oh, well, women and men are the same these days. There's no difference. But even though I'm old, I can tell the difference between a man and a woman. Okay? So I just like Nikki Haley very much, and it hurts me that enough people voted for her that she came in third. However, of course, Donald Trump came in first with a landslide. And I'm glad that he did. You can ask why, because so many people dislike Donald Trump. But I don't dislike Donald Trump. He's a little corny in his style. I don't give a damn about that. What I care about is the fact that he doesn't like war. And we didn't have a war the whole time he was in office as president. And now, one thing that I latched onto was this idea by Gerald Celente, which is, whenever they don't know what to do, or when all else fails, they take you to war. And he's absolutely correct. Now, Gerald Celente is quite foul-mouthed, and, I can use a few little words now and then, but really, he's over the top. And you may ask me, oh, why do I listen to a man that I think is so foul-mouthed? I listen to him because he speaks the truth. And when he says that when they don't know what else to do, they take you to war, he's absolutely right. Anyway, back to the elections in Iowa for who's going to be the Republican nominee, and it is Trump. He won by a landslide. I like Trump because he doesn't like war. Now, I'm not crazy about some of the ways in which he presents the universe. That's okay. What I look for is how close are we to World War III? And with Donald Trump, I think we're a lot safer than with Nikki Haley, for instance, because Trump doesn't like war. He wants to do deals. He wants to negotiate. He wants to talk to. He's a talk-a-box. He talks. He never stops talking. That's okay. That's better than Jaw is better than war, as one of the politicians said. And it was an American politician, too, who said that. I think it was Fulbright who said that way back in the Vietnamese War. But he agreed with it anyway, because that's what the U.S. does. It makes money out of war. It's its biggest industry. So, but at 95% 5, my entire life has been marked by wars. Which war, when, where. I grew up listening to war stories, Civil War stories, mind you, and First World stories. And then I had to take in the wars as an adult because they would involve my family. And this, I came to Canada because of the war in Vietnam. Wars, I hate living with the fear of war. And I would like to have that dampened down as much as possible in my extreme old age. I just want to be peaceful, for God's sakes. So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And also, we're not 100% safe with Trump from a war because he's a cozy with Netanyahu. And Netanyahu is always he ever for the war. He wants to eradicate Palestinians. Nikki Haley isn't the only one. He really, really wants to kill and get rid of as many Palestinians in Gaza as possible. And he's working hard at it. And because I don't know how Trump got so cozy with Netanyahu, but he is. And there is the possibility that Netanyahu could persuade Trump, if Trump becomes president, to come to his side and let's finish wiping up these people in Gaza. There's always that possibility. But somehow I don't think so. It could happen, but I truly don't think so. And certainly I'm hoping not, I'm praying not, that this war gets wider because it will destroy everything and give an open door to the digital currencies and the complete takeover of the Western world by banks and the banking system, by incorporation with people like that run the International Monetary Funds and the Charles Schwab, Klaus Schwab, and Bill Gates and the likes. So I'm hoping that somehow this is going to be diverted and that we will retain some of our freedoms that we thought we had locked down, and both as an American and a Canadian, it's not looking good. It looks like we're going to be swamped with these digital currencies, and they're going to know everything we do. That's okay, and what we're eating or trying to buy, or I don't think we should do that. So it's a war on all fronts anyway. It's a psychological war. It's a propaganda war. But it's okay. We'll get through it. And also, I want to talk about in my next post why Justin Trudeau is not afraid really of losing his job, why he's so cocky and he doesn't care what Canadians think of him because he knows lots of things we don't, and he's sure of his future. We may not be, but he is. I'll talk about this next time. Okay, thank you. Bye. Stay well. Stay safe.